Good
Hi.
morning, teacher.
Morning.
Good
Alrighty.
morning, teacher.
Hello.
Hi, good morning.
Morning. My name is Oscar Ortega. I'm gonna be your English teacher today. Yes, for the level, let me check. This is level A1. A1. Okay. This is class that starts at 8:30. Class 8:30 class. Okay, guys. This is the 8:30 class of A1. Okay. Yes
A1.
or no? A1. La clase de las 8:30. Okay. Alrighty. So, can you see my screen?
Yes, teacher.
Awesome. Okay, let's start with the introduction. Camilo Guerrero, please introduce yourself.
Good morning to everyone. My name is Camilo Andres Guerrero. I live in Bogota. Um, I'm 33 years old. I am a sushi chef, and and that's it. I make
Okay, very good, Camilo. Very good, excellent. Camilo, what's your class?
class 24. I
Class 24, page number?
excuse me, teacher.
Page number?
Page 65.
Very good. Page 65. Awesome. What do we have here? We have Giovanni. Hello, Giovanni.
Hello, teacher.
Alrighty. Giovanni, please introduce yourself.
My name is Giovanni. I am 21 years old. I am a business management student and no more.
Okay, very good, Giovanni. Giovanni, what's your class?
Is my class number 24?
Okay, the same as Camilo. Very good. Okay, very good. Righty. Class 24. Here we have Ibeth. Ibeth, please introduce yourself.
Hi, teacher. Hi, everyone. I am Margarita Lozano. I am 28 years old. I have a video game server. Mm, and my class is number 23, page 63.
Page 63. Mhm. Okay, very good. Page 63. Ibeth, very good. So let's continue with Jennifer. Jennifer, please introduce yourself.
Hello, teacher.
Hello.
I am Jennifer Moreno. I am 31 years old. I am married. I have a dog. Her
Mhm.
name is Peppa.
That's
I
important.
am,
It's important to mention.
yes. I am a business administrator.
Okay, very good, Jennifer. Jennifer, what's your class?
Class number 23.
23. Okay, the same as Yvette. Awesome. Alrighty. And here we have Jose. Jose, hello.
Hello, teacher. Good morning.
Good morning.
Introduce myself. Yes.
Yes, please introduce yourself.
Okay. My full name is José Fernando Gómez Patiño. I am 20 years old. I am a business administrator, and I work in a health company. And my class today is 24.
Class 24. Uh-huh. Okay, give me a second. Class 24. Ah, the same as Giovanni. The same as
Yeah,
Giovanni and Camilo.
same class with Johnny and Camilo.
Okay, very good. Alrighty, very good. Let's save this. Okay, so let's go there. Let's go.
Teacher, llegó David Rincón.
David, hello, David.
Hi, teacher.
Hi. Okay, give me a second. David. Giovanni, Jose, Camilo, get Jennifer. I don't have you in the schedule. David. Maybe you're in another link. Make sure of your link, David, okay? Try to check your link.
Okay. Thank you.
Tenemos a Jennifer también, ¿no? A Jennifer Marina.
Yes, teacher.
Jennifer Marina.
Yes.
Tenemos estudiantes. José, Jennifer, Yvette, Giovanni, Fernanda. I don't have you here, Fernanda. No te tengo aquí. ¿Será que les enviaron, los duplicaron? Espérame. Fernanda. ¿Quién está en este listado? Me dice, me levanta la mano. ¿Quién está en el listado?
Teacher, ahí estoy yo, Jiménez María Fernanda.
Fernanda. Sí. Sí, te tenía listo. Perfecto. ¿Quién no está? Me levanta la mano. Los que no estén, ahí me levantan la mano.
Yo pensé que eran los que estaban, pero no, yo sí estoy.
Listo. Puedes bajarla. Desde 3, 6. Ahí están. 3, 6. 3, 6. Bueno, ahí salió el otro compañerito. Listo. Espérate, Camilo, Fernanda, Giovanni. Camilo. Fernanda. Giovanni, José. Fernanda no está. Fernanda.
Es que aparezco como María Jiménez, pero soy María Fernanda
Ya.
Jiménez.
Ya. Sí. Pero todos están aquí. 3, 6, sí. Eso, todos están aquí. Revísense, si no están ahí, me dicen. Listo. Ok, creo que tus compañeritos, creo que David era de otro grupo. Listo, pero todos están ahí. Perfecto. Ok, Giovanni, Camilo, Fernanda, Ivette, Jennifer, José. Ok. Alrighty. Yes, who missed the introduction? ¿Quién faltó en la introducción? Who missed the introduction? I guess Fernanda, right? You missed the introduction. Fernanda, please introduce yourself.
Yes, teacher. My name is María Fernanda. I'm a psychologist. I'm 36 years old. I'm from Armenia, Quindío, and I live in Bogotá.
Okay, very good, Fernanda. Class 23, right?
23, yes, teacher.
All right. Maria Fernanda. Okay, excellent. So let's start with Jennifer, Yvette's, and Fernanda's class. Class 23, page 63. Hey, what do we have here? They say, I run every day. And the question, how often do you run? How often do you run, Jennifer?
I never run.
How often do you run? I never run. Okay. What about you, Yvette? How often do you run?
I never run.
Never run.
Too.
Giovanni, how about you? Either. I never run either. I never run. Either. Tampoco. Okay?
Okay, okay, either.
I never either. Giovanni, what about you?
Twice a week.
I run twice a week. I run twice a week. Fernanda, how about you? How often do you run?
Teacher, I run twice a week too.
I run twice a week too. Very good. Two. Excellent. Camilo, how often do you run?
I run every day, teacher.
I run every day. Awesome. Good exercise. I run every day. And Jose, how often do you run?
I run 3 times a week.
I run 3 times a week. 3 times a week. Awesome. Okay. What is this? These are adverbs of frequency. Some of them go before the main verb. For example, I never run. I never run. Never has to be before the main verb. The other expressions go at the end. Expressions with every and expressions with times. We're gonna check them in a moment. I'm gonna check those expressions in a moment. Alrighty. Here we have a conversation. Pay attention to the pronunciation. Then we're gonna read. Okay, this is on page 63. Page 63, class 23, okay?
Okay, teacher.
All right. I'm gonna play the soundbite. Remember to mute your microphones. Mute your microphones in order not to have interruptions, okay? Mute your microphones. Mute. Mute means silent. Excellent. Mute your mics. Mute your mics. Mics is the reduction of microphone. Means if there's a microphone, you say mic. Mute your mics. Very good. So pay attention.
Exercise 3. Conversation. I run every day. Part A. Listen and practice.
You have a lot of energy, Riley. Do you exercise a lot?
Well, I get up early and run on the treadmill for an hour every day.
Seriously?
Sure. And I do weightlifting.
Wow. How often do you lift weights?
I usually do it about 3 times a week. What about you?
Oh, I hardly ever exercise. I usually just watch TV or listen to music in my free time. I guess I'm a real couch potato.
Could you listen? Could you hear it? Okay. Alrighty. Very good. My computer crashed in the first hour, so I'm using another computer. That's why I wasn't sure about the audio, about if you could hear it. So you hear it well? Could you hear it well? ¿Lo escucharon bien?
Yes,
You hear
teacher.
well? All right. Perfect. So let's read the conversation. Here we have Aaron and Riley. Let's read. So Camilo, you're gonna be Aaron. And Fernanda, you're gonna be Riley. Can you read, please?
Okay.
Okay, teacher.
You have a lot of energy, Riley. Do you exercise a lot?
Well, I get up early and run on the treadmill for an hour every day.
Seriously?
Sure, and I do weight lifting.
Wow. How often do you lift weights?
I usually do it about 3 times a week. What about you?
Oh, I hardly ever exercise. I usually just watch TV or listen to music in my free time. I guess I am a real couch potato.
Okay, very good pronunciation. Excellent, guys. Alrighty. So let me ask you some questions about the conversation now. Giovanni.
Teacher, what is
Tell me.
treadmill?
Treadmill. Good question. Treadmill. Treadmill is a machine. It's a machine. A machine for doing what? A machine for doing what? Machine for doing what? Who can help me?
Exercise?
For running?
For running. Very good. A machine for running. A machine for running. Do you see?
Okay.
A machine for
Thank you,
running.
teacher.
Awesome. Fantastic. Okay. Any other words or vocabulary that you might want to know about?
Yes, teacher. En la última frase, I'm a real couch potato.
Potato. A potato. Alrighty. Couch potato. What is a real couch potato? Who can help me with the description in English, of course? Who is a couch potato? Who is a couch potato?
Teacher, I can help you with that. Okay.
Uh-huh.
A couch potato is a lazy person.
Couch potato is a lazy
person.
Lazy person or sedentary. A sedentary person. A person who doesn't like doing exercise. A person who doesn't like doing exercise. Did you get it? Did you understand?
Yes, teacher.
The couch potato. Let me show you. I guess there's a picture. Next class. Yes. This guy. This guy here is a couch potato. No exercise, just watching TV. Just watching TV. I guess I'm a couch potato, guys. I guess I am a couch potato. Are you couch potatoes? Are you guys?
Sometimes.
I am.
Sometimes. When I say sometimes, I am. Alrighty. All right. Let me ask you some other questions. Does Riley exercise a lot? Does she exercise a lot? Yes or no? Volunteer?
Yes.
Yes, she. Yes, she. The short answer? Yes, she.
She does.
Yes, she does. Yes, she does. Does she exercise a lot? Yes, she does. Alrighty. How often does she run on the treadmill? How often does she run on the treadmill?
She runs on the treadmill every day.
She runs on the treadmill every day. She runs on the treadmill every day, every single day. And how long does she run on the treadmill? How long does she run on the treadmill?
She ran on the treadmill for an hour.
For an hour.
An hour.
Excellent. For an hour. How long means duration? How long? Yes, it's for duration. Time duration, they say it. Time duration. And how often? For? And how often is for frequency? Is for frequency. Frequency. How often with frequency. Do you understand the difference between how long and how often?
Yes, teacher.
Yeah, alrighty, very good. Frequency, for example, how often do you go to the cinema? I go to the cinema once a month. Frequency. How often do you exercise? I exercise every night. Frequency. Every day. Frequency. Alrighty. I always exercise. Frequency. Alrighty. Okay. And what does she do at the gym? Or how does Riley exercise? How does Riley exercise? How does she exercise? Volunteer? How does she exercise?
Riley?
Riley.
1 hour every day.
But the question is only how. It's not how often or how long. It's only how, the manner. How is for manner. How is for?
Weightlifting.
Very good. The manner, the form. She, complete sentence.
She practice?
Yes, you can say she practices. She practices, but more specifically, she does. She does weightlifting. Or, in this case, ella hace ejercicio de levantamiento de pesas. She does weightlifting. Ejercicio de levantamiento. O ella levanta peso, ¿cómo sería? She lifts weights. She lifts weights. Las dos opciones son correctas. She lifts, el verbo como levantar. She lifts weights. O ella hace, she does, ¿qué clase de ejercicio? Weightlifting, hace ejercicios de levantamiento de pesas. Did you get it? Did you understand?
Yes, teacher, I understand.
Alrighty, very good. How often does she lift weights? How often does she lift weights?
Three times a week.
Complete sentence.
She
lifts
weight 3 times a week.
She lifts weight or weights?
Weights.
3 times a week. Awesome. Fantastic. Be great. What about Aaron? Does he exercise? Jose? Does Aaron exercise?
No, he said in the last sentence, he's a couch potato.
He's a couch potato. He is a couch potato. 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 So you can say, no, he, the short answer. How would it be, the short answer?
Doesn't.
No, he doesn't. Very good. No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't. He's a couch potato. So use an adverb of frequency. An adverb of frequency. He?
Never.
Okay, he never. Or more specifically, he
He never do exercise.
Okay,
He
never
never does.
does exercise. But more specifically, more precise, never or hardly ever.
He ne-
Hardly ever.
he hardly ever hardly never.
He hardly ever exercises. You can say he hardly ever exercises, or he hardly ever does exercise. You can say do exercise or only exercise. The both options are correct. Okay.
Okay, teacher.
Okay, very good. Hardly ever. What is hardly ever? Hardly ever.
Casi nunca.
O
Yes.
difícilmente.
Difícilmente, ajá. It has more frequency, tiene más frecuencia que almost never, tiene un poquito más de frecuencia. Almost never es casi nunca. Hardly ever is rarely. Rarely. ¿Qué es rarely? De vez en cuando, ajá, o raramente. Rarely. De vez en cuando, ajá, o raramente. Okay? Do you get it?
Yes, teacher.
Alrighty. Very good. Hardly ever, synonym of rarely. Los dos pueden utilizar los dos. He rarely does exercise, or he hardly ever exercises. You can use both. So here we have the adverbs of frequency. Always means all the time. I always exercise. It means every day. When you use these expressions, you are more specific. When you use every, when you use times, or not very often or not very much, you are more specific. With this, you are more general. You say, I always exercise, or I exercise every day. I almost always exercise, or I exercise 5 times a week. You see, almost always. I usually exercise, or I exercise 3 times a week. I often exercise, or I exercise twice a week or once a week. I sometimes exercise, or I exercise twice a month, for example, twice a month. I hardly ever exercise, once every 2 months, once every 2 months. I almost never, once a year, almost never, once a year. I never, zero, never. You got it? Did you understand?
Yes, teacher, I
Sure.
understand.
All right. So you can use this, or you can use this. The position of this are before the main verb. Do you ever watch? I often watch. I always watch. I almost always watch. You see? The main verb is watch. So you have to place the adverb before, antes, before the main verb. Often watch, almost always watch, usually watch, sometimes watch, hardly ever watch, almost never watch, I never watch. Before the main verb. Before the main. ¿Qué es main?
Significar.
That's mean. Eso es mean. Eso es mean. Main es principal.
Okay.
Main es principal. Antes del verbo principal. Before the main verb. Antes del verbo principal. These adverbs. These adverbs. And these expressions with and expressions with every and times, every times and not often or not much, you use them at the end. Las utilizas al final, at the end. For example, I run on the treadmill every week, every day, every night, every weekend. You see? At the end. With times, con veces, times. I go jogging once a week. In this case, it's a reduction of the word, una palabra reducida. You can also say one time. También puede decir one time y está correcto. You can say one time. But is better, es más común. Aquí solamente hablamos de qué es más común. Es más común decir once. Pero si dicen one time, también es correcto. You can also say it 2 times. 2 times. But it's more common. Es más común decir twice. And then you continue with times. 3 times. Yes, there are no reductions. 4 times. And infinite. 5 times, 6 times, 1,000 times, 100 times. Okay, did you get it? Did you understand?
Yes, teacher.
Yes, teacher.
So expressions with every, with times, and not often or not much go at the end. Go at the end. Go at the end of the sentence. Go at the end of the sentence. You say, I run on the treadmill every day, every night, every weekend. I go jogging once a week, twice a week, 3 times a week, 4 times a week. Yes, 5 times a week. 9 times a week is correct? 9 times a week is correct?
Yes, it's correct.
No, only 8 because the week only has 8 days. Yes, it's only until 8. Que no tiene más días la semana, ¿no? Yes, only 7, hasta el 7 nomás, ¿no? 7 days a week. Not 8 or 9, okay? Did you get it?
En inglés no hay esa frase que es en Colombia, porque en Colombia sí dice 8 días o 15 días. Y la frase no tiene 15 días, tiene 14.
That is fortnight. That is fortnight. Every fortnight. Cada 15 días. Fortnight. Fortnight, pero en inglés es 14. Este fortnight es 14 días. 14 days.
Sí.
En español decimos cada 15. Cada 15. Pero es relativamente lo mismo porque fortnight es del día siguiente. Entonces, obviamente, del día 15. No sé si me entienden. ¿Ok?
Lo entiendo, pero no está bien dicho, porque si son 14 días, los 14 días empiezan a contar desde que uno lo dice. Entonces, si yo digo martes, quiere decir que el martes a las 9:05 de la mañana se acaban los 15 días. Los 14 días.
Exacto,
sí.
exacto. Sí, pero los extranjeros dicen 14 days.
Sí, por eso preguntaba si en inglés no se dice 15, sino sí se dice el 14, o tampoco se dice 8, sino que se dice los 7.
7 days. They say every 8, cada 8 días.
Okay.
Así es igual que en español. The same as in Spanish. But let's check the meaning. Yo creo que lo también como 14 días. Déjenme revisar. No. The period of 2 weeks. The period of 2 weeks. Periodo de 2 días. Termino por acá. 14 nights. 14 nights. 14 days. 14 days. Y acá decimos 15, ¿no?
Sí.
Pero como dices tú, la forma más correcta sería 15, ¿no? 15 days. Alrighty. Very good. Very good. Yeah, so the week only 7 days a week. Alrighty. Excellent. So every day, every night, every fortnight. Every fortnight, remember, every fortnight. You can also say that. Every fortnight. Every other day. You can also say it. Every other day. Every other day. Do you know the meaning? Every other day.
No.
You guys?
No, teacher.
No idea.
Teacher.
Every other days, for example, let me show you the calendar. Do I have a calendar? Yes. Do you see my calendar? Can you see my calendar?
Yes,
Yes.
we can.
So for example, I go to the gym every other day. I go on Monday, but I don't go on Tuesday. I go on Wednesday, but I don't go on Thursday. I go on Friday, but I don't go on Saturday. Every other day. Got it?
Yes, como otro día,
Yes,
como
teacher.
Un español dice
Cada 2 días.
o cada
cada
dos
dos
días o
días.
pasando un día. O pasando un día, decimos, ¿no? Cada 2 días, pasando un día o día de por medio. Ajá, día de por medio. ¿Ok? Did you get it?
Yes, teacher.
Alrighty. Y también puede ser lo mismo con semanas. Every other week. Ajá. Alternate, lo que estamos haciendo ahorita, ¿no? Alternancia, alternate. Pues los teachers, ¿no? One week we go to the branch and the other week we stay online. One way on the branch and the other way online. Every other week. We work online every other week. Every other month. Every other month. You work online 1 month and the other month face to face. Okay? So you can do it with any. Is it clear?
Yes, teacher.
Alrighty. So we learned with every expressions with every, and also we use these expressions with times at the end. Once a week, twice a week, 3 times a week, 4 times a week. And the expressions very often and very much. But it has to be negative. Tiene que estar en negativo. I don't exercise very often. Because if it's in affirmative, si está en afirmativo, decimos I often watch, antes del verbo principal. That's why I said, where did I write it? Here, not often or not much. Not often or not much. Tiene que estar en negativo. Okay, did you get it?
Yes, teacher, I get it.
Yes.
Okay. If you have questions, let me know, right? If you have questions, just let me know. So remember, a review. These expressions go before the main verb, and these expressions go at the end of the sentence. And we have two adverbs that can also start the sentence, usually and sometimes. So you can say, I sometimes watch before the main verb, or sometimes I watch. You can say, I usually watch, or usually I watch. Both positions for these two adverbs are correct, at the beginning or before the main verb. Okay? Did you get it?
Okay.
Okay, sure.
Alrighty, very good. So I'm gonna ask you some questions. You're gonna write the answer in the chat using the two forms. Answer the same question using the two forms. For example, you say, how often do you go swimming? 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 So you say using the two forms. So I can say, I always go swimming. I always go swimming, or I go swimming every day. You see? The same, but with every day is more specific. Always is more general. Okay? So you have to answer using the two forms. The two forms. Is it clear, guys? Is it clear?
It's clear.
Okay, the first question.
Teacher, I have a little question.
Tell me.
For example, with that question, I can, voy a decirlo en español, podría como combinar, digamos, yo voy usualmente a nadar 2 veces a la semana, como I usually go to the swimming twice a week.
Very good question. Very good question, Jose. The word usually, and sometimes, usually and sometimes, aceptan double frequency, adverse of frequency, doubled. Lo puedes utilizar solito o con un complemento. Entonces puedes decir, como dijiste tú, I usually go jogging once a week. No podría ser once, sería twice a week, con más frecuencia, obviamente. I usually go jogging twice a week. ¿Ok?
Yeah, teacher, thank you.
All right. Pero es más común con usually. Con sometimes también lo puedes hacer. Por ejemplo, puedes decir, I sometimes go to the gym twice or 3 times a month. También lo puedes utilizar. Pero es más común con usually. ¿Ok? Alrighty. Alrighty. So, these are the questions. These are the questions. How often do you go to the... write down the answers in the chat. Remember, using the two forms. Tendré dos formas. To the cinema. How often do you study English? How often do you go to the cinema and how often do you study English? Remember, for each question, two answers. Two answers. The one with adverbs and the one with the expressions. Try to write down the answers in a single message. Intenten escribir las respuestas en un solo mensaje. Las 4 respuestas. Okay, guys?
Okay.
Alrighty.
Okay, teacher.
I paste them in the chat as well. Okay, remember to paste the answers in the chat. Don't forget it. Okay, let's start with Jennifer. The first one. How often do you go to the cinema, Jennifer?
I sometimes go to the cinema.
Very good. Second option?
And I go to the cinema once a month.
Excellent. Number 2, Jennifer. How often do you study English?
I almost always study English. And I study English twice a day.
Twice?
Twice a day.
Twice a day. Okay. Camilo, how often do you go to the cinema?
I rarely go to the cinema.
Or
I go to the cinema two times a month.
2 times a month, okay? Yes, if you say 2 times, it's correct, está correcto, pero recuerda que es más común decir twice. Okay?
Okay.
Sí, más común decir twice. Alrighty. How often do you study English, Camilo?
I study English every day. Or I usually study English every day.
Yes. Okay, very good. Double frequency adverb is correct as well. Jose, how often do you go to the cinema?
I sometimes go to the cinema, and I go to the cinema 2 times a month.
Remember, it's more common to say twice.
Yes.
Twice is more common. Alrighty. Jose, how often do you go to this? How often do you study?
Study English. Okay, I always study English, and I study English once a day.
Very good. Giovanni, how often do you go to the cinema?
I often go to the cinema 3 or 4 times a month.
Sin coma, después de cinema, sin coma. Ajá, y creo que este fue una I en lugar de or, ¿no? Creo que fue un typo. Okay, Giovanni?
Okay.
Alrighty. And how often do you study English?
Sometimes I study English every day, but I can't study once or twice a week.
La segunda opción sería, la primera vez dice, sometimes I study English every day, but I can't, punto. Y la otra opción sería, I study once or twice a week. Ajá, once or twice a week. Ajá. Creo que este fue una P ahí, pero está bien, creo que es un typo. Ok, y Beth, how often do you go to the cinema?
I go to the cinema twice a month. Or... no, mentiras,
dice
estoy
once.
leyendo el que no era. Pensé que yo había enviado últimas.
Okay.
I go to cinema once a month. Me
Or?
Or a few times I go to cinema.
No, esa opción es incorrecta. Sometimes. Sometimes.
O solamente es few.
El few es quantifier, es de contabilidad. Esa la vamos a, creo que ya lo vimos o fue de la siguiente clase. Pero
sí, tienes razón, me equivoqué. Ya caí en cuenta. Sí, sí, ya lo vi.
El few es de cuantificadores, de cantidad. Este es de
podría
frecuencia.
decir almost never.
I almost never go to the cinema. Y recuerda que solamente sometimes y usually van al comienzo de la oración. Pueden estar al comienzo o antes del verbo principal. ¿Ok, Beth?
Ajá.
Con few también se puede, hay una opción con few, pero tienes que decirlo. I go to the cinema a few times. Pero no es muy común decir eso, utilizando el final, a few times. Pero no es muy común. ¿Ok, Beth?
Ok, sí.
Pero en ese caso tienes que agregarle el a y pluralizarlo, times. Pero no es muy común. ¿Ok?
Sí,
Alrighty.
tienes razón.
Alrighty. Number 2. How often do you study English?
I study English every day. Or I usually study English 10 hours a week.
Alrighty, very good. Fernanda.
I go.
Yes.
Ay, perdón. I go to the cinema twice a month. Pues hablando en tiempos de no pandemia.
Okay.
I study
Pre-COVID.
Pre-COVID. Okay, teacher.
COVID.
I study English twice a week.
Second, how often do you study English?
I study English twice a week.
Or. Solamente tienes esa opción, ¿no? Entonces sería o con un adverbio. Puedes decir I almost always study English. Okay, Fernanda?
Okay, teacher.
Me repetiste las mismas dos opciones. Ok. Twice a week. No sé si tengas otras. Pero están bien las dos, sino que las repetiste las mismas. Ok, Fernanda?
Okay, teacher.
Okay, so let's continue. So next class it would be class 24. Class 24. Here we have a conversation. Steph and Mick. Steph and Mick. Let's read the conversation for better understanding. Let's read it. So, Jose, you're gonna be Mick. And Yvette, you're gonna be Steph. Can you read, please?
Yes. You're in great shape, Mick.
Thanks. I guess I am a real fitness freak.
How often do you work out?
Well, I go swimming and lift weights every day, and I play tennis 3 times a week.
Tennis? That sounds like a lot of fun.
Oh, do you want to play? Do you want to play sometime?
How well do you play?
Pretty well, I guess.
Well, I'll write, but I'm not very good.
No problem. I'll I'll give you a few tips.
I'll give you a few tips. Very good. So, how often does Mick lift weights? How often does he lift weights? Okay, Camilo?
He lifts weights every day.
He lifts weights every day. He lifts, remember the conjugation with the third person. He lifts weights every day. Okay?
Okay, teacher.
Alrighty. And how often does he play tennis?
Three times a week.
Complete sentence, Fernanda.
He plays tennis 3 times a week.
He play or he plays?
He plays.
He plays. He plays tennis 3 times a week. Very good. How well does he play tennis?
He plays tennis well or pretty well.
Well or pretty well? Well
Pretty
or
well.
pretty well? Excellent. Vocabulary questions here? Vocabulary questions?
Teacher, what means shape?
What is what? Sorry?
Shape.
Stay in great shape. In great physical condition. Shape means physical condition. Okay?
Okay, teacher.
Nobody. Very good. Listen to Megan and Steph after their tennis match. Who's the winner? Who's the winner? Pay attention.
Page 39, Exercise 10, Part B. Listen to Mick and Steph after their tennis match. Who's the
Good.
Teacher, I don't listen.
Play.
Once or twice a year. I'm just lucky today, I guess. Want to play another game?
Sure. Just let me take a 5-minute break.
Could you hear that? Could you hear the last part? ¿Pudieron escuchar la última parte?
No, teacher.
No, teacher, repeat again, please.
¿Se escuchó ruidoso o no se escuchó nada?
Sí, se escuchó ruidoso.
Ruidoso. Espérenme un segundito.
Yo creo que alguien no ha silenciado el micrófono.
Micrófono, en este. Headset microphone. ¿Predeterminado o comunicaciones? Creo que es mejor, creo que suena mejor como comunicaciones. Lo voy a poner de nuevo. ¿Ok? Listen, pay attention.
Page 39. Exercise 10. Part B. Listen to Mick and Steph after their tennis match. Who's the winner?
Good game, Mick.
Thanks. You too. And congratulations on the win. You played pretty well.
Oh no, not really.
How often do you play?
Once or twice a year. I'm just lucky today, I guess. Want to play another game?
Sure. Just let me take a 5-minute break.
Okay, so who's the winner?
Steph. Steph wins the match.
Steph wins the match. Very good. Does he want to play another game?
Yes, he does. He doesn't.
Yes, he does. Yes, he does. He wants to play another game, but after
the little break.
After a small break, a little break, you can also say. Very good. Excellent. Good. Excellent, guys. What else do we have here? Here we have some grammar. Here. You can make as many how questions as you want. Infinite options, infinite questions with how. Preguntas ilimitadas, infinitas with how. With any adjective, con cualquier adjetivo. Okay. Name me adjectives. Nómbrenme adjetivos. Name me adjectives. Adjectives?
For example.
For example?
Big.
Big, excellent.
Sad.
Tall.
Intelligent.
Pretty.
Tall, intelligent. Pretty. And many like this. So you only have to use how. How big is your house, you see? And you have a question. How sad is your friend? For example, something happened to your friend, say, hey, how sad is your friend? How tall is your brother? How intelligent, how smart is your friend? How pretty is your girlfriend? You see? So you can make as many questions as you want using how plus an adjective. Did you get it? Did you understand?
Yes, teacher.
I understand.
Alrighty. For this class, we're gonna check some how questions with often, long, well, and good. Remember, often frequency, we checked it previous class, and how long is for what?
Duration.
Duration. Time duration. Time duration. 30 minutes, 2 hours, 3 hours, and so on and so forth. Duration. How well and how good are for efficiency. Efficiency. But what is the difference? For efficiency. But what is the difference between well and good? Do you know the difference? Or you don't?
No, teacher, I don't.
You don't?
No, teacher.
No? No? Alrighty. The difference is with the verb. The difference is with the verb. With infinite verbs, we use well, verbos infinitos, infinite verbs. How well do you play? How well do you swim? How well do you work? How well do you study? How well do you work there? Whatever. Camilo, question, tell me.
Eh, en español, teacher, teacher, ¿a qué te refieres con un verbo infinito?
Cualquier verbo con una sola excepción. What is the only exception? What is the only exception? No, the only exception is the verb to be. The verb to be. Entonces, cuando tengan cualquier verbo infinito, cualquier verbo que se les venga a la mente, you use well. Y cuando tengan el verbo to be, you use good. Good. Hay otras opciones con otros verbos, pero lo vamos a ver más adelante. Por ahora, verbo to be, verb to be with good, infinite verbs, verbos infinitos with well. Did you get it? Did you understand, Camilo?
Yes, teacher, thank you.
So, you can make the questions with two verbs, in fact. Pero lo pueden hacer la pregunta con los dos verbos, dependiendo de cómo la formulen. Let me show you. How well do you swim? How well do you swim? You say. So you say, I swim pretty well. In this case, you cannot say it, I swim pretty good. No, this is wrong. It's a mistake. I swim pretty well. The question is with well, I answer with well. I swim pretty well. Is it clear, the first exercise? Is it clear, the first example?
It's clear.
Okay. Or you can ask the same question by using good, using the verb to be. How good are you at swimming? What is the main verb here? ¿Cuál es el verbo principal aquí?
Are.
Are, the verb to be. Very good. So we use good. How good are you at swimming? The answer, I am so good. I am so good. I am good. I am so good. Yes. At swimming. You can do also complement it. At swimming if you want. I'm good, or I am good, or I'm so good at swimming. Do you understand? Did you get it?
Yes, teacher.
Yes. Yvette, do you get it? Do you understand? Okay. Here the expression, aquí la expresión es be good at. Be good. Be good or bad at something. Si tenemos un verbo, we have a verb, we added ing. Si hay un verbo aquí, le ponemos ing. Be good, ser bueno o malo, para. At something, o si es una acción, ing. I am good at swimming. I am good at writing. Si es un something, I am good at soccer. Yes. Did you get it? Did you understand?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, very good.
Yes.
Righty. So now it's time for you to do the exercises. Time for you to do the exercise. For this class, you're gonna do this exercise. You're gonna write down how often, how long, how well, how good, and the complement with the infinite verbs or the verb to be, depending. And for class 23, you're gonna write down the adverb inside of the sentence or the interrogative form. For example, here we have, do you play sports? Where would we place this adverb? ¿Dónde lo ubicaríamos aquí? Volunteer.
Do you ever play sports?
Do you ever play sports? Vamos a ubicar estas palabras en las oraciones. Okay? Do you get it? Do you understand?
Okay, teacher.
Alrighty.
Okay, teacher.
Okay, I'm gonna give you from 5 to 7 minutes. to do these exercises. Okay, guys.
I finished, teacher.
Okay, so let me check your exercises. Who finished? Who was that? Was that Camilo? Was that you? Or Giovanni? Hello. ¿Quién fue? ¿Quién habló? No escuché. ¿Giovanni?
Yo.
Giovanni. Okay. Giovanni. Okay, let's check them with Camilo and Jose. Giovanni, Camilo, and Jose. Plus 24. Plus 20. 24. So, Giovanni, number 1. Can you read, please?
How good are you at sports?
The
I
answer?
guess I pretty good. I play a lot of different sports.
Very good. Number 2, Camilo. Do you have it, Camilo? Number 2?
Yes, teacher. How long do you spend online? About an hour after dinner. I like to chat with my friends.
Very good. Jose, number 3.
Number 3, how often do you go to the beach? Once or twice a month. It's a good way to relax.
Very good. Giovanni, number 4.
How well do you swimming? Not very well. I need to take swimming lessons.
How do you repeat number 4? How
well do
how
you
well? How well do you swim? Pronunciation swim. How well do you swim? Repeat, Giovanni.
How well do you swim?
Swim. La W suena como la U nuestra. Swim. Very good. No, very well. I need to take some swimming lessons. Okay. Any questions, guys, about your class? Any questions? Any doubts?
No, teacher.
No. Alrighty. All right. Very good, Jose. Giovanni. Alrighty. So let's continue with the ladies. Number 1, Fernanda.
Okay, teacher. Do you ever play sports?
The answer?
Sure. I play soccer twice a week.
Very good. Yvette, number 2. Yvette, are you there? Yvette, I guess Yvette is not there. Okay, Jennifer, number 2.
Bueno, cuando estoy segura, teacher.
No problem.
What do you usually do on Saturday mornings?
Very good. Antes del verbo principal. ¿Cuál es el verbo principal? Do. What do you usually? Muy bien.
Nothing. Nothing much. I almost always sleep until noon.
Very good. Fernanda, number 3.
Okay. Do you often lift weights at the gym? Ay, no, mentira, me equivoqué. Ah, no, sí.
Yes, correct.
Ay, no, perdón, pensé que me había equivocado.
Do you often?
Do you often lift weights at the gym? No, I hardly ever lift weights.
Muy bien, ahí en ese caso, do you often, muy bien. Si la respuesta es negativa y utilizamos very, decimos very much at the end, por ejemplo, I don't lift weights very often. En ese caso sí va al final. Ok, Beth? Ok, Fernanda?
Ok, teacher.
Yeah, very good. Creo que Giovanni tiene una pregunta. Giovanni, do you have a question?
No, señor. Fue accidental.
Okay. Yvette, are you there? Yvette. Creo que Yvette se fue. Okay, Jennifer, number 3.
Three?
Number 4.
Okay. Do you always exercise on Sundays? No, I never exercise on Sundays.
Very good. Fernanda, number 5.
What do you usually do after class? I go out with my classmates about 3 times a week.
Very good. Jennifer, 6.
Do you often go to the movies? Yes, I go to the movies once a week.
Movies. Pronunciation movies. Okay.
Movies.
Fernanda, 7.
Do you ever go bike riding? No, I hardly ever ride a bike.
8. Jennifer.
Do you sometimes walk to school? Sure. I walk to school 5 days a week.
5 days a week. Alrighty. Yvette, you're back.
Hola, lo siento, es que tuve que salir un segundo.
All right. Did you correct them? ¿Las corregiste? Did you correct them?
Alcancé a hacer 2 porque tuve que salir y acabé de
Okay.
regresar.
Okay, which ones did you, ¿cuáles hiciste?
Las 2 primeras. Do you ever play sport? Sure, I play soccer twice a week. What usually do you do?
No, what do you usually do? El verbo principal aquí es do, el segundo, porque el primero es auxiliar. Recuerda, verbo principal. What do you usually do? Okay?
Sí. Nothing much. Bueno, on Saturday mornings. Nothing much. I almost always sleep until sun.
Until noon.
None.
Okay. Remember to finish, Yvette, okay?
Okay.
Alrighty. Guys, it was a pleasure to have you here in class. Keep on working, keep on studying, and see you in next class or next quiz. See you. Take care.
Thank you, teacher.
Thank you so much, teacher.
Welcome.
Have a nice day.
You too.
Thank
Take
you,
care.
teachers.
Bye.
Bye.
See you.